What's up everyone, Electronics are here back another Eureka video. Now again, we're starting here in the living room, except there's kind of some differences here. So you can see the Luxie is on the floor. And actually, the Luxie isn't going to be in this room anymore. So, I don't know if I've talked about this in a different Eureka video. I don't think I did. I think this is the first one that I'm actually mentioning this stuff, but this room has been going through a massive makeover. And it's not fully complete, but what's it called? You could see the ceiling has been painted. There's still some tape up because there's still some spots visible. You could see the paint of the wall is also different. It's also been painted. That thing is still there. Couch has moved over here, or at least the main one, and then the secondary one that used to be right there is now over here. The remotes are here, and cat stand, which actually, take a look at these cats here. This cat's pregnant though, so we're gonna have kittens soon. So yeah. Oh, accidentally tripped over that net thing. Or I almost tripped over. But yeah, as you can see, the Pioneer is on the floor. This is the VSX 9700S amplifier. So you have all the speakers hooked up, only the rear ones and the front ones for now. And over here I have the MacBook. This is all just temporary. As you could see, the condition with this TV stand, the glass isn't there. I removed it. It's upstairs right now because, what's it called? We're going to be switching this TV stand out with a different one. You could see here's the Series 3, Xbox One, iPad 4 box. That has to go upstairs. There's the generic Samsung Rome thing. H24 PS3, that subwoofer. Here's this Luxia thing again. And then I still have tons of speaker wire right there that I still have yet to run. But this room is still under construction. It's not, what's it called, fully complete just yet. Also, here's a look at this. It's been painted. You could see the texture of it actually does look pretty cool though. It's a reason why I paint them. Also, the old office tool room has also been painted. So yeah, but anyways, let's just go ahead and go down to the basement. Into the wall. Well, I still have yet to paint this thing. It's been like this for a year. I don't know when I'm gonna finally paint it. I might have to figure it out, but hold on. There's still a big mess over here that still has yet to be cleaned up. Give me a second here. Alright. The cat door completely broke off that thing for some reason. And I bought this double-sided tape a while back, but I never actually brought it down here. Now I just did. Man, there's junk all over the place. It's just ridiculous. Oh yeah, one thing I could mention real quick. I'm gonna be returning the rainbow back to the original owner. Again, I do not own this thing. This is just borrowed from a different family member for for a couple of months. Temporarily being here, of course, clean these carpets and all that junk. So you can see here's some of the painting stuff. There's the cooler, which I still have yet to get back in that corner. Here's the paint bucket, paint rollers, whatever. Random junk. But yeah, that's all wrapped up and ready to go. So this is basically the last time you're going to see this thing again. Until who knows when. this stuff is still here in the corner for 1,000 subscriber special. So that's all still waiting for that. Here's the SAT stuff. Still pretty messy. I still have yet to clean out this place, probably. But now another piece of info. Hold on. Another piece of info is the... Hold on. Let me walk over here. Okay. It's not with the flooring, it's actually this thing right here. So, you might remember this thing if you've been following along with this channel for some time, or at least the very old videos back from like 2020, 2021. I think it might actually be September 2021, I don't remember. Maybe it was September 2020, I don't remember, but if you've been following this channel for some time, or something like that, you might remember this TV. This is the LG 60UJ6300. And what's it called? This thing stopped working. Oh, long time. Here, hold on, bro. Man, this is ridiculous. Of course, as soon as I start recording, there has to be every single possible noise happening, bro. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. Sorry about that, but I'm back. It's just as soon as I start recording, every possible noise has to just appear. Turn that light off. But anyways, back to this thing. As I was saying, this thing has been progressively... Well, before, like 2020, 2021, this thing has been progressively breaking down more and more every single day. Until to the point where it completely stopped working. If I remember correctly, at first, the Wi-Fi was going out, then... Well, no, first things first, when I actually first got this thing, the HDMI ports did not work on it at all. So, all 3 HDMI ports completely gone. You could see the motherboard is not in there right now. It's right over here on the bed. I'll show you that in a second. And I'll talk about a couple of info on that thing too. What's it called? So this thing has been progressively getting worse in 2020, 2021, whenever I got this thing. So at first when I got it, the HDMI ports stopped working. Well, this might even be before I actually got this thing. I got this for free a really long time ago. Then the Wi-Fi went out. Then the speakers either went out or the speakers started buzzing. I don't remember. Then it started boot looping. Then the backlight went out. Then the picture went out. Then the thing got really slow and unresponsive with no image on the display at all. And now it doesn't work at all. Well, the light still comes up in junk, but nothing else happens. You click the button, he just sits there. You click it again, he finally starts to blink, symbolizing like it's turning on. But you can give it 2 minutes, it's not going to do anything. So, the motherboard in this thing, well, I've come to the conclusion that it is indeed the motherboard that's causing the issues in this thing. It's not the power board. Power board's been working fine when we first actually got this thing. All the issues that have, been leading to these problems, like the HDMI ports not working, the Wi-Fi not working, the display going out, the speakers buzzing or whatever, all of that stuff goes back to the motherboard. Every single thing. Obviously, the display board won't get power. The display daughter board, which is right there in the center, right there, obviously underneath the back cover. Obviously, that's not going to work if the motherboard doesn't work. So, I don't know. It's the flash storage probably died, and then a little bit later, the CPU probably just said it's time to go as well. And I think that's the problem with this thing. So let me show you the motherboard for it, which is right over here on the bed, as I mentioned before. And I've already tried to leave this board out in the sun. I already baked this thing in a toaster oven. Literally yesterday, I froze this thing inside of a freezer at 8 degrees Fahrenheit for 5 minutes. Wiped off all the condensation, put it back in the TV. Same thing. Literally tried a whole bunch of stuff, and I've just come to the conclusion that this board is just, it's cooked. It doesn't work anymore. So, I've been trying to, I've been on the conclusion that the motherboard has just gone to air or whatever, and just stopped working. So I've been trying to look for a board on eBay for some time, a new board, replacement board. Now, one thing I want to mention real quick with these LG boards, and I don't know if it's just for some specific LG TVs, or every single LG TV, or at least my model, but I know there's some other models that also have the same thing. There's a thing called an EBT number on here, and it's right over here, right above the Ethernet port, at least on my specific model. And if you could see, if I zoom into that, you could see the EBT number right there. Now, that EBT number is extremely important to the TV. If you get the wrong EBT number that's not on the original board, so if let's say it's not this one and it ends in a 4 or a 3 instead, it's not going to work. So you got to make sure if you do replace the motherboard, you get it in the exact number that it says on the original board, or whatever board that you replaced it with. Whatever board that you're going to be replacing this one with. I could go and remove the HDMI bracket here. And I've been thinking about buying a new board for a really long time, and because the living room has been going under construction, the TV's not going to get wall mounted. There's going to be a new TV stand. The room's going to be way cleaner now. I've just come to the conclusion, it's time to get this thing back up and running and see if it could get a second, what's the word? Second chance at life. And, again, this thing, I don't know, this board's done. There's no way. This area gets really hot, obviously, because that's where the CPU is. And the top part also gets pretty hot, because this is the entire heatsink of it. And there's also this other thing right here. On my board, it's this busy lure. I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's the model of the, of the motherboard or what, but that also has to be the exact same. And it also has to be the exact same to the model number of the TV. So again, mine's a UJ6300. So this also has to match. I don't know why this says UJ65. I don't know what that is. Maybe this board has been replaced before, but I really do not know. But as you might tell, yes, I did buy a new board off eBay. It just shipped off. And it's the exact one like this, just a newer one. It was taken out of a UJ6300 that was cracked, with the cracked screen. And it's the exact same EBT number, same busy lure thing, same model number and all that stuff. Now, the full model number of the TV is actually 60UJ6300-UA. Now, I don't know why the UA is different from the actual model, but you could look up on my old video when this thing was actually still working. You could see there's the serial number right there. You could check it on that video when I showed the actual label here on the back. This serial number does match that video because this is the exact same TV from 3-4 years ago when I actually first showed on the video where I called it free 4K UHD TV, but later on it stopped working again. And this thing has basically just been rotting away in this basement ever since. Right here in this Vizio 70-inch box. And again, I just recently pulled it back out because I really do want a new TV in the living room, and this thing is perfect, or at least it used to be perfect until it stopped working. And that's why I bought a new board. And by the way, if you're curious what the price of it was it was $50. So it was kind of a good deal. Sometimes these boards actually range it to like 80 to 100, but I just decided to pick out the cheapest one. If it doesn't work, then this thing is just done. So this thing already has $60 put into it. Back then, when it was still working, we got a remote for it right here. This is just an aftermarket what's it called, remote. As you can see, there's no LG logo there. It's just an aftermarket remote. That was like $10, I think, on Amazon 4 years ago. And then the $50 came for the new board for it. So, again, I don't know. I really think that it is the motherboard that causes the issue. Because every single issue, again, corresponds to the motherboard. The Wi-Fi going out. The speakers going out. The thing not starting. That all depends on the motherboard. The display not working. The backlight gets power from the power board, but because the motherboard is like not responding or whatever, it just doesn't work. It's probably not even sending signals to the power board to turn the backlights on or whatever. So either way, the new board for this thing is on the way, and let's hope that this thing will get re-alived and can get a second chance at life again. And it's going to get wall mounted again. We used to have this thing wall mounted. It got replaced after it broke down with this V-series right there. But yeah, that's basically it. So again, the new board's on the way. I'll put it in. I'll hook up all the wires back up to it. And if it doesn't work, then $50 down the drain. But I decided to risk it, and we'll see. So that basically wraps it up for this Eureka video. So talked about the living room paint job and cleaning up and transformation. This LG, and I think that's it. Maybe a couple of different, like those that stuff at the wall too. But there's that thing. I'll probably make a new, or not a Eureka video, but just a regular video when I actually get the board and I install it. But I really, really, really do hope that it does work. And that basically wraps it up for this Eureka video. And today's date is Tuesday 20. Don't know why the Siri came up randomly. Hold on. It's Tuesday August 20, 2024. So yeah. That basically wraps up for this Eureka video. So thanks for watching. See you guys later, and goodbye. So yeah, goodbye.